So I'm pretty sure we can all come to the civil agreement that substitute teachers are the easiest people to take advantage of. So I walk into one of my classes this past sophomore year, and I realize we have a substitute teacher, and before I can even think of anything to do to annoy the substitute teacher, my friend Joe comes up to me. He's like, "Hey dude, do you want to leave this class?" And of course my first thought was, what the hell, how are we going to leave this class? So he proceeds to tell me how in the past he's gone up to his substitute teachers and told them, "Hey, I have a project down in the library to work on, can I just go down there and get a pass and, just skip this hour?" And most of the teachers had said yes, so he was like, "Why don't we try it on this substitute?" So we go up to the substitute teacher and we tell her, we're like, "Hey, we have a project to work on for our 5th hour. Can we go down to the library and work on it? It's a last minute project." And she asks us the most stereotypical substitute teacher question, which is, would your teacher approve of this? So of course we lied and we told her that our teacher would approve of it. So she writes us a pass, we take the pass, and we start heading down to the library. Now midway in our journey to the library, my friend goes, "Dude, we should totally not go down to the library. We should totally just freaking take your car and go get lunch." Now, we had skipped 4th hour. We were currently in 4th hour, and we were skipping it. So 4th hour is the same time the juniors and seniors have lunch. So we thought that we could just casually leave at the same time they did. So we start walking, and there is principals that check your IDs to make sure you're a junior or senior, because sophomores aren't allowed to leave for off-campus lunch at our school. So they check your IDs, and we started realizing that we were going to get checked. So we ended up turning around and just going out the side door, which was all the way across the school, burned a good solid 10 minutes. So we got the side door and we make it out to the parking lot, and by now I'm sweating buckets. I'm nervous as crap. So we get in the car, we start it up, and we start driving. So we go out to the mall, we eat or whatnot, and my friend had gotten a large drink from Sonic that's inside the mall, and we ended up going back to school, and my friend was still carrying a Sonic drink as we're trying to walk into the school. So we're walking back in and completely forgetting that they were still checking to see if you were sophomores or not. Walk through the front doors, and my friend's carrying a drink, and so we start walking in, and next thing you know, this lady comes up to us and she's like, "Hey, can I see your IDs?" And I didn't really think much of it. I don't know what kind of days I was in, but I show her my ID, and she goes, "So you guys are sophomores, where have you guys been?" And I was like, "Oh, my mom was just out there, she wanted to drop off my homework, and I had to go get it real quick, I'm just going back to class right now." And she looks at my friend, who's carrying his drink still, and goes, "Are you sure you guys didn't go out to eat?" And then she pulls up my lanyard, which is holding my keys, and she sees that I have a car, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm going to need to see you guys down in my office right now. Come with me." So she takes us down in the office, and as we're sitting down there in the office, I start realizing that we can get into some serious trouble for this. We're talking suspension for this. I mean, this is ditching class. So my friend Joe gets called into the office first, and it takes a good 10 or 15 minutes of just them talking back and forth for him to finally come out. And I see him holding a piece of paper, and then she calls me in for my turn for my little questioning session. So I walk in there, and she starts asking me questions about what class was I in, who was my teacher, how were my grades and stuff like that. And, I didn't really think too much of it other than, I was just going to get suspended. So she's like, "Don't worry, you're not going to get suspended since this is your first time offense. You have pretty decent grades. You seem like a nice kid. I'm just going to give you a week of detention. Do it, and you'll be off the hook." So I did a week of lunch detention, and I ended up being off the hook, and I still ended up ditching class a couple more times, but yeah, that's for a whole nother story. Anyway guys, the moral of the story is, don't skip school, stay in class, annoy the substitute teachers, don't take advantage of them. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave it a like. If you guys are new, subscribe, and that's pretty much it. I'm out. Peace.